Okay,
Now that
and
we're done discriminating against food.
now that we're back live and we're no longer discriminating against food, and no one who's watching the beginning of
Yeah.
this live stream has any idea what we're talking about. You know, we should have freaking started
Yeah, I mean,
live
guys.
when we did that story. That was a good story. That was funny.
You want to do it again?
No, but yes, but no. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. We should, but we shouldn't.
All right.
Uh,
I'm gonna keep thinking about what I'm gonna do exactly. But
You know what? We'll
I'm
do the
starting to
Cliff
get
Notes version, but it's not going to be as funny. Kamui's talking about how we got free food at a restaurant because the order messed up. I was like, "Do you really want to eat those ribs? They messed up." And he's like, "No, it's the order messed up because the people walked out." And then I was like, "Oh, it was made for messed up people. You can't eat that. You're normal." And then we went on a long tangent. Kamui, you can do the rest. I did like a third of it.
Yeah, so then I said, well, no, it wasn't made for messed up people because they thought they were normal people. And Oodie said, oh, maybe that's why they left, because they realized it was made for normal people.
And they're messed up people, so they can't have that.
And then we were talking, and then Oodie said, like, imagine, like, 'cause I was talking about how I was just dropping out, like I was going to drop it off, and then like the girl was taking like a drink order for that table, and she's like, "Oh, they left," and blah blah blah. But it would have been funny if she wasn't there and they just started handing it out, because Udi said, "Oh, well, if that was me, I would just eat it."
Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh, thank you." I thought this was a restaurant where they just give you free ribs, you know, like free salad, free soup,
right?
free breadsticks. It's like, you can't discriminate against food. Now you're all caught up. All right. Well, if you missed the previous stream, what we're doing is so don't go back to the previous stream to comment. Go back to 2 streams ago and leave your comment. So for those joining, we are not reading your chat on this stream. Read the thumbnail. Okay, you have to go comment on not the previous stream, but 2 streams ago, and we will read out that comment live. We are not reading live chat. We're only reading comments on the comment section from 2 streams ago. So go do that.
I'm leaving a link to that right now.
Yes, I will pin this.
Leave your comments. Oh, here, let me write this again. Hold on. Leave a comment here to make us read it live now. There. Pin that one instead.
All right. Replace.
And for anyone wondering why we're doing this, it's Trippy's fault.
And we came up with that idea ourselves. We did not read anyone's comment saying that. So
yes.
So yeah, just gotta get ahead of that, Kamui.
Yes, exactly. And we are not thinking about Mr. Spiral. Now let's see if anyone has left any comments.
That's the only comment so far?
My thing's not loading anymore.
I think that's just the only comment so far.
Yep, just Hay Station. So we need more people.
Bro, with all of the call to actions we've given,
Guys,
only a single person has taken up on that. That's wild. Oh, well.
Y'all are lazy. I'm also the only one watching. The stream ran out, but
we are live. Is this a public stream? It is. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. I mean, this just shows you how much it kills the algorithm to have the stream stop and start back up. We can never do this. We'll keep this one short. Yeah, hopefully more people check it out for that reason. Okay. We'll get back to this chat. We'll chat from 2 streams ago. Not the comments from 2 streams ago, the chat from 2 streams ago. Okay, so this was what I was saying when the stream cut out. The fact that how insane this actually is.
Screen.
Oh, right. Oh my god. Every time. Every time. There. Does it work? It should work.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ariana, Queen of Pop. Keep in mind how long ago this was. This is where we're finally catching back up to in terms of chat. This is how far behind we are. And our debate about Rinnegan is actually insane. Great though, 100%. She wrote this when we were still talking about the Rinnegan, Kamui. Forget live time. The fact that was 24 hours ago. In real time, we're 24 hours behind chat. Forget that. Even in terms of live duration, we are still like 7 hours behind this comment. Like 7 hours behind the chat. Not for any reason in particular. Like, we've been trying the entire time. We're just that slow. Oh my god. Okay, so now we scoot up ahead a little bit to
now Suave AI says
okay.
exactly. So why do you guys think she should have used her Mangekyo Sharingan in a single chapter, laugh my ass off, when this was clearly developing Hidari as an individual questioning his curiosity? So I'm gonna play devil's advocate on both sides.
Yeah.
On one hand, what he's saying, totally cool, except for one key thing. Boruto showed up. Sarada, I'm skeptical about her relevancy in terms of the fight moving forward, besides the damsel in distress. It feels like Boruto's just going to take over now.
Yeah.
So those people who wanted to see it aren't going to get to see it.
And that's a problem because Hidari doesn't know Boruto. Boruto is the same as Konohamaru to him. It's the same as Nishi to him. There's no difference because they're all strangers to him. The only one he knows is Sarada. And personally, I don't think they should have done that. I think he should know Boruto. I think he should know Sakura.
He does. He said his name. He knows him now, at least.
I don't get it either. Probably knows who Sasuke is too. This is not evil Sasuke. This is just straight up a different character. So
this is stupid Sasuke.
it's
the Sasuke and the freaking
finite Tsukuyomi Sasuke. Yeah. Oh, actually, that's a whole different video in and of itself. What would the Sasuke from the finite Tsukuyomi be like if he was Hidari? If he was a Shinju? If those characters got absorbed by the Claw
What would Hidari
gods?
be like if he came from the finite Tsukuyomi
Yes.
Sasuke?
I actually want to do that as a video. That's genius.
Yeah. That'd be wild. I'm down.
Good. Okay. That said, so when she says, why do you guys think, I don't think we specifically were talking about this last stream at the time. Suave is replying directly to Ariana, so maybe he's referring to you guys as specifically Ariana, or maybe he's saying
in chat.
Maybe he's saying you guys as in the community in general, the Boruto community thinks this, or maybe
that, or just the chat, because it's in response to, like, this is a thread that went on that I can't see on the screen here, but like they were probably talking in this chat about this, arguing with each other.
I was also thinking he's not saying that the others have brought it up as something they thought. He's saying it almost like how people casually say that as a phrase in real life when it's not something people are thinking.
Like,
yeah, like, I can't even think of an example. Just like shooting the shit in real life, you would start a conversation with something like this. Like, for example, you're talking about sports.
This is how I start my conversations. Why do you guys think she should have used her MS in a single chapter, LMAO? Which is clearly developing Hidari as an individual questioning his curiosity. That's how I like to start my conversations with most people.
Okay, well, not necessarily that whole thing, but the phrase, why do you think? Like, hypothetically, talking to a coworker, you could be like, why do you think the Mets are going to win next Sunday? Well, maybe the other guy doesn't think the Mets are going to win next Sunday. It's just an avenue to get to the conversation about talking about that Mets game when neither of you know who's going to win.
Or I'd be like, why do you think Trippy doesn't show up on the podcast?
Okay, we're not taking this seriously. Or maybe you're taking it too seriously.
Well, guys, why do you think?
Well, for the chat, how do you think, why do you think was said by Suave? For you guys. To you guys.
Commented on that video.
Yeah, on that. Not in this live chat, on that stream 2 streams ago. Commented.
Well, do it in this live chat too, but we won't read it in this live chat.
So it's for full transparency.
Yeah.
Stupidest stream we've ever done. So that's it. Okay.
I dig it.
So this is exactly it. Because the direction they've gone, I mean, even without the direction they've gone, Hidari just should have fought Sarada. Like, that just should have been their narrative direction they went. But it seems like it's not going to be.
What do you mean, Oodie? They did. Sarada won the fight.
Yeah, she one-shot him after she speed blitzed him, going all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because why wouldn't I assume?
This was the after fight. She was interrogating him. Like,
yeah, I mean, what do you think?
It already happened.
Do you expect me to believe Hidari was holding back at that moment? No, he was clearly going all out.
Yeah, like Sarada's the one holding back now, if anything.
Because there's no in between.
She's mentally nerved. Seeing her dad, she obviously recognizes it. She would have to, right? So she's definitely not being a clueless goofball. She recognizes Hidari, obviously, and she's mentally nerved. But before she wasn't, because it was too heated in the moment. So it's unfair that Hidari winning right now. It's unfair.
Yeah. Because if you aren't bloodlusted rage amp going all out 100%, that means you are holding back. There's no in between. There's no nuance. There's no middle ground. It's an off and on switch. It's either 100%
it's just
or no
unfair otherwise.
Exactly. And you don't want to be a B word who sneaks up on your opponents. No, you want to fight him like a man.
Exactly. Sarada was off guard and mentally nerved.
Yeah. And distracted.
And interrogating him.
Yeah. Like, she not only won the physical fight, she won the mental fight too. She was getting exactly what she wanted in both scenarios.
Yeah, like Hidari gave her all the answers.
Like Jura's name. The thing that Sarada asked for.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, remember when Sarada told Hidari, hey, what's Jura's name? Yeah, I remember
exactly. He told her.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. It's actually Jura, master.
Yes. And for it's like Sarada didn't ask Hidari that. You just need to read between the lines. You weren't paying enough attention. She symbolically asked Hidari, what is Jura's name?
Bro,
because remember, she said, who are you? They are the single entity known as the divine tree, which is Jura. So she did ask, who is Jura?
I feel so bad for any new viewers who are clicking on this video not having any idea what we're talking about or why we've been doing this for like 5 minutes straight. We're making fun of someone else who genuinely has these takes. Now you're caught up. Shout out Mello.
We're not making fun of him. We're agreeing.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Lily, just listen to the stream. We clearly agree.
For the content.
Yeah, write a comment about it on the
on 2 streams ago. Not the previous stream, but the 2nd stream ago. Don't get confused with the 3rd stream.
Yeah, it's Boruto chapter 11 makes no sense, that video.
Yeah, that stream, not the video, but the stream. We'll turn it into a video, yes. But it's a stream as of now.
Too much fun. Shit, the Holt is back.
By the way, I don't know if you didn't see probably. Oh, what's up, Saran? Here, Saran can speak. Today I went nuts in the staff tech section, getting ready to clip up the previous streams while just listening to it in the background at work. A lot of these are just make no sense.
Just like that sentence.
Exactly.
Monster looks like a pufferfish. I remember that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I didn't even start making no sense until here. Yeah, like 4 back-to-back. The Rinnegan makes no sense. The Sharingan makes no sense. And Omadara makes no sense. Tell Beasts make no sense.
If you believe all this, what do you rate Naruto again?
I hate the Nazir.
No, this is Boruto.
Tubular Vortex in particular. Yeah, it's a different series. And so that's how we're forced to treat it.
It's a different series from Boruto Naruto Next Generations, which is a different series.
Exactly.
Removed from Naruto.
Exactly. Saran, I'm sure you agree.
No.
Well, he's just wearing a narrative mask. He does agree deep down.
He just hasn't got to the dig deep down moment. He's like in the middle of his journey. Don't worry.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's stuck on the want. He has yet to find not only the need, but the really need, the thing he truly needs.
Well, he's just crossed the point of no return by joining the stream. So the longer he spends, the more likely he is to get to the darkest point, the darkest moment in the story.
He is the antagonist, so
it is confirmed in the previous video.
With me and Oodie as the protagonist, he's basically guaranteed to fail because we are so narratively correct, and there's nothing he can do with somebody who has fully embraced their identity like Kashin Koji. It's just the antagonist will fail against such a protagonist.
We're definitely not going to change, and regardless of our refusal to change, we're definitely stubborn. So Sauron just inevitably is going to have to be the
never
one to
give up, like Naruto.
What is going? What? I don't know what's happening.
That's our ninja way.
Sauron, I have a question for you. Why do you think she should have used her Mangekyo Sharingan in a single chapter, LMAO, when this was clearly developing Hidari as an individual questioning his curiosity? Sauron, why do you think that?
So, oh gosh. This threat that she was warned about via Boruto, she should be able to sense just how powerful these guys are. She should just... it doesn't really make sense to me.
Well, what do you mean?
Why would
she literally beat Hidari in the previous chapter.
Why would you enter a battle without your Sharingan?
Yeah. Oh,
why
right.
would you ever turn off your Sharingan in a battle like this?
Well, remember...
Why would you not just use your full power when you know that these guys are incredibly dangerous?
Because she fodderized him like it was nothing.
But no, remember, Kamui, that Sauron didn't read the previous chapter where Sarada speed blitzed in one shot Hidari, turning Hidari into her slave. Yeah.
Right, yes. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I know about that.
That Hidari did what he did when she was so off guard. It was unfair. It was cheating.
Exactly. After she had no-diffed Hidari, like Hidari was just no threat to her, because she was just so superior.
Yeah, that's why she
clearly surpassed Baryon mode.
And we know that Sasuke in character struggles with feeling inferior against its rivals. Like you see this in Naruto, very obviously. Shout out inferior for that earlier.
Was so
Hidari in character in character, Hidari must feel inferior. And in his rage, he attacked Sarada like the B word when she was off guard because she was so superior.
She was so superior that she turned off her Sharingan.
I need to know why. I need to know the tea on why we're picking on Mello so much.
What are you talking about?
We're not picking on Mello.
Well, to be fair,
No, okay.
to be fair, Camcam, considering Mello made a short today about why Konohamaru surpassed Naruto, if Konohamaru can do it, Sarada must be like 17 tiers above Baryon mode at this point.
Which Naruto is he saying he surpassed?
I don't know. That's the title of the short.
Oh, Sage of Six Paths Naruto.
You know, I think we should have him on so he can, debate.
I'm down.
This was supposed to be a short stream.
I'm just saying, I would love to see it. Mello, you should come on.
What happened to an hour tops?
He...
The previous stream already surpassed that.
You know, whatever happened to that stream we were supposed to do with Mello on the Cloud podcast, but they did Meek instead. What stream is that about again? Oh, it's the first 10 chapters of Boruto.
Yeah, it was
He
like
was supposed to invite me. He never did. Wow.
Yeah, it was like the day after I got my wisdom teeth out, and he specifically told me that he can do next week. And then I said, sounds great. And then he's like, yeah, good. Let's schedule for then. And then the next day, he went live with Meek and did that. Who knows? Bro, Kamui, we should message him about that. Like, so when are you ready?
He was asking me specifically about doing it for the Walky Talky podcast, not directing it to Meek or Bara. Well, Bara's already on the Cloud anyway, and then instead of being Meek.
You know what? Here, I'm gonna put picture on stream so that it's not showing DMs. I'm gonna go to Mello's DMs. I'm showing this on the Discord. Hey, that's incentive to join the Discord. If you want to see my Mello DMs, join the Discord.
Is Mello still in the server? Is he still in the Walkie?
No, he's not in the server.
No,
you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
Oh no!
The reason he left. So okay, the timeline. The reason we thought he left the morning after the night we streamed with Six, because he has big problems with Six. He revealed.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He revealed months later on stream. Not to us, but just talking about the situation in general, the actual reason he left was because of some girl who joined the live and started sassing him.
What?
Mello left because of Kyra.
Are you serious? Kyra?
Yes, Mello left because of Kyra.
She's so
well, Kyra was giving him lip, but she gives everybody lip. And if you're
she
offended
does
by
that
like a
with
16-year-old girl, then I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I was dying laughing, bro.
And that wasn't that months ago when that happened. That was like months before.
Yes, bro, it was. I can't believe it.
Mello, you gotta be serious. Be for real, my dude. Be for real.
He said he's just like done with all Discords.
Yeah. Okay.
Mello, I feel like if you are done with all the Discords, I feel like you're the common denominator, bro.
Do you remember what the tier list was, Kamui?
Yeah, it was supposed to be the first 10 chapters of Boruto.
Okay.
I assume just each chapter in the tier list.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I have.
You know what? Just to spite him, do you want to do that real quick?
Kamui, this has got to be a short stream. We cannot derail that. That derailment is gonna last 2 hours or more. If it lasted 6 hours with you and Jiro, it's gonna last 20 hours with us. We are not doing that. Just upload the video like you said you were going to freaking weeks ago at this point.
No, that's right. I still stopped playing the Walky Talky podcast channel.
Okay, what should I reply to Mello though? I'm excited.
So wait, I gotta add that as another video I'm working on. That's 33.
Oh my god. To do the first 10 chapters tier list stream next.
But you're gonna ask him?
That is so cute.
Yeah, when did you want to do that again? Question mark. Is this a good? You can see my screen, so I'm excited to do the first 10 chapters tier list stream. When did you want to do that again? Smiley face.
You could do you could also I guess yeah, how long ago was this? 5:31.
Last month.
That's about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Do you still like I'm excited
do you
to do the
want me to
first 10
message
chapters
him? I can
tier list
message him.
stream 2 weeks ago.
No,
Like,
no, I don't want to call it
you
out like
still want
that.
to do that stream 2 weeks ago?
I want to make it as naive as possible, so without like making it like that.
Well, do you want me
Okay,
to
then
message
that's
him?
fine.
Maybe he'll reply to me.
No, you need to message Trippy for us. Mellow, we can do it.
I have
Okay.
tried to message
Let's
Trippy.
see
You won't
if
even
this
reply to
goes.
me. I haven't done anything to him.
Yeah, no, I
Trippy.
messaged him last night. Nothing.
Oh my god.
Trippy. I mean,
There, I messaged Trippy.
man, y'all are y'all the common denominator?
Well, I don't know about common denominator, but Trippy is being the primest of numbers right now.
Not Trippy. Not my boy Trippy, okay?
Is that what I'm thinking of? What's the thing? It's like lowest
Bro.
common denominator. What's like the other thing you learn at the same time? Is it prime
Common.
numbers or is it a different thing? I think it's a different thing. It's
I don't
lowest
think
common
so.
denominator and what else? Is it something else?
Least common denominator.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think that's it, but
Google.
maybe.
Google it.
Oh well, whatever. Maybe it's like the least rarest denominator. I don't know.
Lowest common? No.
Most common. No, I think
Is
it's a
it
different
lowest
thing
common
entirely.
No.
I'm thinking a prime number, but it's got.
I think it's lowest common denominator, maybe. Or is that in math?
Oodie just loves prime numbers, man. I don't know.
He's just
I've
low,
never
man.
talked about prime numbers before in my life. Why are you even
That's
saying
not
that?
true. You've talked about prime numbers more than you
You
realize,
have a
bro.
finance degree.
You mentioned prime numbers quite a lot, honestly. It's not the first time.
Stop the cap, bro.
I learned.
Hi, Sauron.
Okay.
Why is your name Jerry Johnson?
Don't ask me. I don't know. Someone did that to me.
Oh, that was
Fucking
definitely
Swifty?
Swifty then.
Probably Swifty.
Definitely Swifty.
Oh, I always thought he just did that.
No, yeah, I thought that was a
Douchebag.
Sauron thing too. Or maybe I forgot it wasn't a Sauron
Swifty.
thing. I don't know.
Swifty just likes picking on me, bro.
What is Swifty's
likes
current
hanging
name?
out
It's like
with everybody,
Puff
guys.
something, Puff Daddy. What? I don't understand what that means. Is that a
Puff Daddy.
thing that I just don't understand?
His name is.
Puff
His name
Puff
should
Daddy
be Jack
is P. Diddy,
Rabbit.
isn't it? Which I don't know if you want to be P. Diddy, but okay. Go off, Queen.
The Diddy Body. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, I'm on the wrong server.
Camcam, how's your head doing today?
Oodie, I love how every 1 hour
Wow.
stream we do turns into just like 5 hours.
What's the topic of discussion today, boys?
Oh, we're reading chat from 2 streams ago. Everybody, if you're in chat now by chance, leave a comment on the video from 2 streams ago.
Well, the stream
post the
from
link
2
again.
streams ago.
If you want to
the
leave
stream for 2
a comment on
streams
this,
ago.
if you
Yeah,
wanna leave a
comment on
this
that
stream, I
stream.
will read it because apparently y'all haven't been reading.
No,
this chat, and I'm
no,
Nobody's
you're not
done it
allowed
since Haystation.
to.
No, we already did it. Still do it, but we need more to do it.
Oh.
I'm gonna be the party pooper.
Yeah, so yeah,
But
guys,
considering what type of
spam the
energy
comment
you have, it
section. What are
makes
you
sense.
doing? There's like 50 chats over here. Comment on that stream, bro. Then we can read it. It's been 29 minutes and not a single one of you have commented. How much do you hate us?
Cam,
There's
I'm
no
gonna
one
send you another
here.
diaper for Christmas if you keep this up.
This one's gonna have real poop in it.
I'm gonna. That's gonna be my final
Please.
favor from Trippy.
No.
Yes, dude. True. Like, all right,
Go
like,
out with a
what if-
bang.
what- okay,
I'm changing my
honestly,
address.
what
Actually.
if that's the thing that
I'm
Trippy
moving
responded
before
to?
Christmas.
That's the thing Trippy responds to. Like, oh yeah, I'll poop in a diaper for you.
Like, okay, Trippy, listen. I know it's been a rough past month.
No.
You owe us. There's
No.
one
You
thing.
don't owe
you
them
got the
nothing.
thing,
You don't owe them a thing, okay?
We
Nah,
have
Trippy
but
owes us.
one favor to ask
No,
of you.
you stand your ground, my dude.
He doesn't live in
Nah,
Florida.
bro.
That's not legal.
What do you mean? He hasn't been doing that. He's just lied and ignored us.
You know what? Keep lying. Don't poop in a diaper, okay? Don't.
That's a quote. Keep lying. Don't poop in a diaper. Wait, does that mean telling the truth would be the diaper poop?
Yes.
That's
Actually, they're
honest.
two separate things. They're both like, it's like, keep lying, period. Don't poop in a diaper.
Oh,
period.
okay. Fair
Or is it
enough.
like one sentence sent at a time?
It's gotta be the wildest thing. One of the wildest things I've heard CamCam ever say.
I think I've said worse, honestly.
Yeah.
I think I said worse on stream.
Yeah, you must be new around here.
Great.
Okay.
You're welcome.
This is a podcast stuff. Let me go back.
You know what's tragic, Oodie? I'm just now starting my food, so there really isn't a whole lot of point in ending stream.
That is tragic. God dang.
I mean,
Well, that's
is
good.
it
That means we
surprising?
can keep going.
Yeah.
So Kamui,
Oh,
so
hey, Puff Daddy. Swifty, why is your
Puff
nickname Puff
Daddy.
Daddy? That's tragic.
looking
Why do you want to be known as Puff Daddy?
Why don't you want to be known as that?
Don't ask that. There is a reason to not be known as that. Oh my god.
I do not want to come to the Diddy
What
party. No,
is-
thank you. No, thank you. You can invite Oodie, though. I'm pretty sure Oodie would want to come.
Yeah, why's that, Cam?
Did somebody say party?
Kamui.
Just a boys being boys. Swifty, just a boys being boys.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. Oodie and I at a party together would be awesome.
I wouldn't want to go. That's too much. That's too much extroversion. I don't know if I could handle that.
I mean, that's like
You know,
what you
Oodie, I
think
wanna
of when
do-
you
we
think of
gotta
a
do
party.
all the party games ever in one stream.
Hey, I'm just saying, when I think of a party, the first thing that I go in my mind to is not introversion. The concept of
Yeah,
partying
Oodie thinks
alone.
the pizza he stole at the college parties.
That was true introvert, man. That was true introvert energy.
That is good.
Oh, I love it. He went to the party for the pizza and left.
And left.
Didn't even
This is
try
so-
to socialize, man.
I love it.
Didn't talk, just walked in, didn't talk to a single person, grabbed 3 boxes, and walked out.
Look, I would have been the one to be like, "Excuse me, hi, what is your name?"
You wouldn't
Like,
have
just on
time.
purpose. Be
I
like,
was
"This dude's
there
trying to
and
leave
gone.
with some pizza, boy. We're gonna sit and chat for an hour, okay?
You would not
You
have
gotta earn that
time.
pizza."
I was there and gone within 20 seconds.
I'm like, look, you gotta earn that pizza.
Oodie would have been like, "Yeah, it's Oodie," and then leaves.
I'd be like, oh, I'm on the list, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let me do this every time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard there's free pizza.
Yeah, for people who want to socialize.
They're like, who's that guy who keeps going to grab the pizza box and leave?
I'm probably
No,
a
like, he's
legend
bored.
at
He's
that
got
college.
3 boxes.
Like, he's poor, just let him. Okay.
They think he's homeless. Like, I think he's homeless.
He's homeless. Just let
Yeah,
him
they
take-
don't say
Why don't we
anything to
just
me
let
out
him
of
have it,
pity.
man?
Just, oh man, that poor kid, man. He must be going through some hard times, man.
Oh my god.
You know
So
what? It's so nice you had some nice people at your college.
So back to Attack on Titan.
Enough making fun of you.
I have laughed so much today. Oh, actually, it's funny. You wouldn't really understand that, so I'm just gonna vaguely explain. But like at Texas Roadhouse, to do like these birthday things where we yell, and me and one of the other guys are like we do them really loud, and we started this thing where we do it like together and we make it like funny. But he completely threw me off. I was crying, laughing, trying to yell my part of this with the way he started it. It was just so fucking funny. It was ridiculous, and I was dying laughing. It was one of the funniest things ever. And so my stomach hurt, like my obliques just felt like they were cramping for so long because I laughed so hard.
You were
funny.
putting in work, man. Good for you.
Bro, I was like, I didn't have time for abs today, but I made it work.
Yeah,
Actually,
I haven't laughed so much today either. I've been in pain all day today, so.
yeah.
Have you
Kamui,
tried laughing?
I don't know why this makes me think of this, but for some reason, I feel like you have seen me enough to where you would just recognize me if we just randomly, coincidentally cross paths in public. I feel like I haven't seen you enough to be able to do the same to you. Like, if you show me a picture of you, I can
Yeah.
identify you. But, like, if I'm just, like, at the airport one day and you walk by me, I'm not noticing. You're just anyone else. Like, I hate to say it.
Yeah, something's just funny. Sometimes I've seen people at work who kind of like customers who kind of look like you, and I do double take. I'm like, is that Oodie?
It's just because Oodie just looks like a generic white boy, honestly.
Wow. You know, I wouldn't say take a picture
the
of him,
hairstyle and like the unshaved facial hair that he has on half the stream. Yeah, just like Oodie.
Oodie, is that you? They're like, no. My name's Bob.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel like Kamui too. I haven't seen Kamui enough to be like recognize him.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, it's just another like Jura,
it's okay.
you know?
You would
Generic
recognize
white
me
guy.
by my yelling voice. You'd be like, wait, I know that voice.
You're like, oh wait, ooh, I got chills. Know that, ooh.
So
talked
Camcam,
to
I
me
think
enough,
we're
you
on
would
the same
recognize the
page.
voice.
Is that Kamui's a basic bash?
A basic what?
We're moving on.
Well, no, the problem is you just haven't seen me enough because I don't like put on my camera on all the streams like you do.
Well, I know you look like Jura, though, so if I see a fat guy walking around, I'll do a double take, but...
It's a little orange mohawk. Oh my god, when you sent that picture to me, I was just giggling the whole time with Ood.
So funny, bro. Even now, so
The whole
good.
time
Never
he's
gonna get
editing that
old.
photo.
Oh shit! I
Thinking
forgot
about
the
it.
MySpace.
Kamui's just
I got tears in my
disgusted in himself with us now.
I got tears in my eyes.
Leaves a sour taste in his mouth to be reminded of that photo.
Yeah, that's actually why you won't recognize me. You're too busy thinking about your photoshopped image of me, not me.
Unironically, I might associate that image of you more than the actual you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The Juro gift.
Wait a minute.
In chat.
She's not supposed to look that good. Supposed to look
Okay,
worse.
calm down. Whoa. I already
Oh,
stroked
God.
one man's ego today. I ain't stroking another man's ego.
Let's go. I'm
It's okay, you don't
special.
have to.
Just like Aaron.
Unlike Oodie, I don't need the help.
Oh, okay. Oh, dang. Shots
Okay.
fired.
Well, in 15 years, when you're getting plastic surgery, I'll remind you of that one, Kamui.
Plastic surgery to make myself look worse because I look too good, you mean?
Well, Well, you do need. Didn't you say you needed your septum fixed?
Oh yeah, I probably should do something about my deviant
Oh yeah, I wasn't even considering making that an actual personal attack. My bad.
It's okay. I forget I have it like every other minute.
Okay, good. Okay.
But anyway.
Oh man, my face hurts.
I can't decide if I
Swifty?
want to have my salad after or if I want to have something else.
Swifty, I have a favor to ask of you. If you can join, Swifty? Swifty, if you can join really quick.
You mean Puff Daddy?
Yeah, Puff Daddy, if you can join real quick. I see you're denying me, but like, can you just accept it, please? Swifty? Puff Daddy?
Well, he's busy hanging out with the boys, you know, boys being boys.
He's being a Puff Daddy.
He's being a pufferfish.
Boys being boys.
Can't speak right now. Rip. Okay, oh well.
Okay,
Wait,
we know what you're really doing, Puff Daddy.
Wait, you can't speak? Wait, hold on. What happened? Like, did you lose your vocal cords or
he's out of
like what happened? Is it like that concussion I got in baseball when I couldn't talk? I could only speak gibberish for like an hour.
Oh my god. Did you go to the hospital?
Yeah, I had internal head bleeding.
Oh my god.
But that's besides the point. It was so annoying though when I could type my thoughts perfectly fine. And my freaking baseball coach out so annoying. He's like, put your phone away, wouldn't let me freaking use my phone. I was like, bro, I'm trying to fucking type my words to you, you idiot. I was so mad, and I couldn't tell him how stupid he was because I couldn't talk. He wouldn't let me type it either.
Man, why are coaches like that? Oh my god, like I've even seen like my physical, when I would go to physical therapy, there would always be like football players and stuff, you know, getting PT. And they were like, oh, you know, my coach wants me to play. And the physical therapist would be like, you can't play yet. Like, there's no way you can play it. Well, like, he's saying if I don't play, I'll get kicked off the team. And I'm like, what the heck? You're an adult. Yeah. Grow up.
Let the
kid heal.
I'm pretty sure it's, even if you don't get a concussion, like, they take, like, scans of, like, NFL players. After I think it's 4 years, their brain turns gray just from like the constant repetition of the physical blunt force impact on their head, even with helmet or whatever. Again, no concussions. It just happens. Like all of them.
Yeah, if I have a kid, like I would never let them play football, honestly. Like, no.
Yeah, my brain's probably like half gray from when I played it in high school.
I'm
just gonna assume that's how it works. Hey, at least I didn't get lobotomized during baseball.
I mean, true.
Hey, I was still number one in my class, man. I want to tell you.
So his brain's fine. His brain lasted even after going through a car accident. Man, you're just.
But dropped down the stairs as a little baby. I mean, I'm still kicking.
Oh my god. I bet
See, Kamui,
your mom still feel guilty.
Or this one was crazy. This was kindergarten, and I don't get it. I will never understand why there were just these. It was like a metal bar, but it was spikes. So there was like this thing, and it was underneath the I don't know what they're called. They're like it's not like a ladder, but it's like the playground ladder thing is what I'm gonna call it. I was hanging upside down. And after hanging upside down for like, I don't God knows how long, eventually I just fell. And I landed right on the freaking, not a metal bar, mind you. Metal spikes. And I was bleeding everywhere. I just remember that the ed tech just carried me into the nurse's office covered in blood.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know if I told this story.
Nothing could stop me.
Well, okay. First, I'll comment on your previous comment, then I'll say my story. It's funny to like compare the different levels of athleticism between Kamui and I. When he was a baby, he was dropping himself down the stairs. When I was a baby, I was literally sledding downstairs. Like unironically, like I'm not making that up. I would get like boards or like the tops of bins. I would take them off and I would just sled down flights of stairs. Not like 2 or 3 stairs. I'm talking about like 20 stairs. I'm surprised I survived. Literally, I should have broken my neck or flipped or something. I just never did. I was probably getting up to like 20, 30 miles an hour going down these stairs.
Now that's
well, to be fair, I didn't drop myself. My dad dropped me, carried me down the stairs.
Typical dad.
Hey, if it was me, I would have landed on my feet after doing a backflip.
No, please. And it came out unscathed. I also got hit in the head by a baseball bat.
Crazy.
What's up with y'all?
My friend,
I say that, but then my sister swam with a bear, so you know.
Yeah, my friend got hit in the mouth with the baseball bat and lost like half his teeth. So I brought him a cup of lasagna.
A cup. A
cup of lasagna, yes. In fact, I filmed it. It's like a video on my channel. On one of them. I don't remember which one.
Oh yeah, when
I'll link it if I remember.
What's his name?
Incentive to join the Discord.
Mr. Spiraling. When Mr. Spiraling and I were chit-chatting, he was like, what's Oodie's last name? And I'm like, I'm not giving you his last name. Like, he's like, no, he's told me before. And he was like, well, what's his email? And I was like, I'm giving you his email? And he's like,
that's even funnier.
And I was like, okay, well, if he's given it to you before, and then I was like, well, I think you've shown your email like on stream before. So like, okay, so give him your email. And then he found your Instagram because I guess he said he's found your Instagram before. I don't know. So then he was like, he's so weird. What is all these Instagram posts? He's such a weirdo.
What do you mean? What's wrong with my Instagram? Screw it, we're pulling up my Instagram live.
I don't know. And then he was like, Ood. I'm like, oh yeah, they left, bro. I don't know if you noticed or not, but they left.
Oh snap. One
You
message.
told me you were like, sneaky move, Kamui. Did they just nobody notice? Like, I just left.
Well, I had saw the message, and like Mr. Spiraling, we were chit-chatting, but I had saw the message already. And then he's like, Ood. And I was like, oh no, they left, bro.
Rock Lee messaged me back at 1:28 a.m. Sometime in late August.
Damn.
Let's go.
Hey.
That's a date.
That's something to work with.
I'll take it.
I have a question to ask him.
You know what?
I'm keeping it to myself.
Well, actually, I was gonna say I could do it on my birthday, but like at the same time, I should just have my birthday off.
You should have your birthday off, honestly, because what if he cancels?
Birthday
got a track record. No, you gotta be joking about that. Okay. Oh right, I was gonna show my Instagram. How do I do that? Here? Yeah.
Bro, that Bob's Burger Rock Lee edit, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh my god, yeah. No, I saw that. I got a couple false perfections posts.
Open your schedule for late August, Trippy.
Got a lot of Ninja Warrior posts, couple art, couple food posts.
You know what? No, Trippy, you're not invited to the Rock Lee stream unless you've been on at least 5 streams before then.
Open up your schedule, Trippy. Love you.
Cool memes. Yeah, I guess got a lot of cool stuff going on.
Look at those nostrils, baby.
Oodie, scroll off for a second.
Yeah.
You made that an Instagram photo in the center there.
This is the thumbnail, by the way. This is the thumbnail of the video.
I know. That's why I recognized it.
Ew.
Well, this is where I got it from. No. It's brain or something. It's how smart I am.
It's a booger.
As silly as the photo is, context matters. It actually is a serious photo in retrospect. If you actually read what it says here, it's actually very meaningful. Ninja Warrior.
I know, I was reading it, but...
Yeah.
Did anyone comment?
I don't know. Can I view that? Probably not. I'm not actually the most popular on Instagram. Mostly just my inner circle of like high school friends and Ninja Warriors and whatever. But yeah. 450 posts. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I have my Instagram private, so it's just like very few family.
I mean, if you want to go follow me on Instagram, you can. Haven't used it in a year, but
Yeah, I don't use mine
yeah.
often, to be honest.
I use it for like to watch anime reels and I love Instagram reels, man. I'm such a millennial. And makeup reels and fashion stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I go on Instagram, but I don't post on Instagram.
Cam, I'm curious. What time of day do you take your dogs out for a walk?
I have to wake up at like 6 in the morning.
Because I'm like, there's no way, considering how hot it is during the day in Texas. It's either like midnight or like 8 a.m. Like, yeah, 6 a.m. sounds about right.
Yeah, no, it's like 6 because that's when they eat breakfast. So then I'm like, okay, let's go on a walkie. And then we'll go on a walkie, and then like they'll go out like sometime, like little bits in the day, and then I'll let them out like at 11, and they'll like they'll run around and bark and stuff. But like the squirrels are very happy because like there's no dogs to bother them, so now they're running all over my roof.
Oh
so
man, I was, I think, out yesterday. I was just walking by a tree. There was a squirrel like within arm's reach, and I just stopped, and it just stopped, and we just looked at each other, and like it didn't run away. I was like, oh my god, did I just find a new friend? Like I was regretting just not having anything to feed it at that moment. Like it was so cool.
Yeah, that's the way the squirrels are like at the house. Like I looked out the window and we were both just like staring at each other. Me and the squirrel. Like, oh hey.
And then on the
Like,
previous,
I've been hearing you on the roof. Oh, that's you? Okay, bye.
on the previous podcast, I was walking, and not only did I encounter 2 separate snakes, which Kamui also encountered. I think it was a snake on last time he was walking.
Thank you.
What was it, Kamui? Was it a snake? What did you encounter?
It was a dead squirrel.
Dead squirrel. Oh yeah, that was sad. I remember. Yeah, well, I encountered 1 dead snake and 1 alive snake, and I almost stepped on it, but thankfully I did not saw it in time. It was coiled up too. It was ready. Yeah, no. But I also saw a deer, and I got really close to this deer too without it running away. Like I even got to turn on my camera and everything. To be fair, I couldn't turn on the flash, and it was like midnight or 2 a.m. and there was no lights around, so like the stream could not see it. I mean, maybe if someone like altered that clip and like increased brightness like 500%, maybe they could see it, but like for the most part, black screen.
We have this development in my town, and it's like, I guess kind of like a deer sanctuary. Like you're not allowed to hunt like deers in the neighborhood, and there's like deers wandering all over the place, man. And they get like really close, and like you can feed them and stuff, and like they don't mind you at all. Like, you're not really like supposed to touch them, but like
there's
they don't
this
care. They'll
one
get all up in your business.
There's this one YouTuber who's grown in prominence a lot in this past like year or two. He's about to hit 1 million subscribers, I think. I've been following him for a while. Called Timmy MC. He's like this, like, he's basically the cool uncle that everyone has. Just the generic cool uncle. The guy that lives in like a cabin house out in the woods. He like has a like blue collar job or whatever. But like all of his videos are like daily videos of his animals. He has a like normal dog. He has a wild coyote as a pet. He has a wild raccoon as a pet, Johnny Ringtail, and Weave the coyote, Duck the dog. He got a cat. His cat's name is Howie because his last name is Do It. So his full name is Howie Do It.
That's awesome.
And then his dog and coyote duck and weave because they're like dodging bullets because they like are like in hunting territory.
Oh, really?
And then Johnny Ringtail, the raccoon, just because that. And then he has a deer. He has multiple deer actually, just that are just like basically dogs. They'll like jump up on him. They'll let him pet him. They'll like run up to him. They'll like, and then the coyote and everyone's just cool with it. Like the coyote is just playing with the deer, and like they're just friends. And so everyone is just like,
That's
oh my
odd.
god, he has Bambi. This guy is like the real life Disney princess. Like, he is a Disney princess. I love this guy. I love watching this guy. I've been watching him every day for like a year.
A Disney princess.
Yes.
Not
He
even a prince,
is.
just
Like,
princess.
he just
He's Snow White.
he befriends every animal he comes across. People are memeing in 5 years he's gonna have like a pet bear. Like a pet bear, fox, and everything. It's insane. I love it. He has a whole story arc going on over there. I have fallen in love with those animals. So, but that's my animal stories for recent times.
Almost posted it in the wrong chat. Okay. I get everybody's servers mixed up. I'm in too many servers.
So at this point in the stream, I don't know if we should just go back to the chat. I feel like we've derailed from Attack on Titan for so long that we should just save it for another time.
Yeah. Possibly. Go back to chat. Okay, it's a video of Marcus and Nova. My other dog, Nova.
Let's see if anyone left a comment on that video. That stream,
Living Space says, living forever sounds like a nightmare. Exactly. Rather not.
Bro, nobody else has left a comment on that stream. Come on, guys.
Is there anybody else watching?
7 people watching. One of them's me, so.
6.
Hey, I told you guys to comment on it. Yeah, Darashikage, you didn't comment on the stream that I asked you to comment on. But that being said, we're going to go back to chat after this when Oodie gets back from the bathroom.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I never decided if I'm having salad or not. I should decide on
Space.
that.
Like I said, no one gave a shit. Okay, Space. Kind of true. Okay.
Oh my god.
What were you expecting?
I mean,
Okay,
does he look
Space.
smaller?
I got you.
I feel like he looks smaller. I know. I know.
What was the Orochimaru argument?
Yeah, I feel like he looks
Kamui?
smaller.
Oh, I just said, I want to live forever like Orochimaru.
But then it was the new body versus 200 years. I agree with Cam.
Oh yeah,
Cam.
she
It's
said, "Well,
new
Orochimaru
body.
gets to have new bodies." I said, "Old man Netero's 200 years, and look how he's doing." Like,
Different anime. Oh.
Yeah, because I was like, Marcus. It's like he's like 16, the brown one, and I was like, he's blind, deaf, and so like 16 in dog years is like 112, and I was like, dang, he wants to live that long. But he's still kicking. He does little parkour here and there, so.
Okay. I mean, they still experience time at the same rate as us. I still say so.
no, they do. They just grow faster. Like, they
age quicker.
a 1-year-old dog is like a 7-year-old kid, and then they're just.
But that's
they
not
just age faster. Like,
actually true.
they develop faster.
I
A dog puberty is just at a younger age than our puberty, like, and stuff. Like, a dog is old long before we get old.
We don't compare it to the developmental cycle. We compare it just because of like the age around where they die on average compared to where humans die on average.
Yeah, I know that, but like they do develop faster too.
Why?
Like
I don't know why.
Well, do their cells divide at a more frequent rate?
I'm guessing
That's the reason
either
people
something
age.
like that or something to do with like the telomerase enzyme.
I don't think
that
would be
is the reason. Like,
No, I don't think it would be the telomeres. And you're saying that word wrong. I'm saying it like you. But
No, telomerase is the enzyme that
yeah, I know all about it.
elongates or
Trust
whatever
me.
it does.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, it's
jellyfish have
the
unlimited.
telomeres in dogs.
Telomeres
Yeah.
are the
Telomeres
things.
in dogs, and found that they shorten at 10 times the rate they do in people. Dog cells run out of life a lot faster than our cells. And
Yeah.
the length was a strong predictor of lifespan across many different breeds.
Okay, that
So
makes sense if
genetic
they
clocks.
shorten at a different rate. I didn't even consider that, considering jellyfish
Yeah,
don't
they
That's what I
shorten
was
at 10
thinking.
times
lengthen at a
the
different
rate they
rate.
do in people.
Yeah, jellyfish just have the infinite
They
version.
shorten at 10 times the rate they do in people.
Okay.
And then the length was a strong predictor of a lifespan.
Well, now my argument goes out the window, because I was going to say the only way is if their cells divide faster than humans, but that doesn't make sense considering they don't have amplified healing compared to humans.
Yeah.
You're
But
welcome.
the telomere shortening, that does work.
Thank
Okay.
you, Google. Thanks, Google.
Interesting. Okay. I'm fine with that.
So, Kamui was Kamui was on the right
Half
track.
right. He was only half right. I was still half right.
He was on the right track, I said.
Yeah. He was on a track, I agree.
How are you half?
Choo-choo.
Kamui, I refuse to elaborate. Chat knows.
Does chat know?
I'll say they do.
Speaking of chat, we should finish up with that. Oh, that's right. I need to stop him having this salad or not.
There's still like 8 questions or something that we didn't get to. Let's try and get to those. Discount hot topic is crazy. Yeah, okay, so back to Sarada. So, I think you agree with me, Kamui. Going into the fight, I think how they should have ended the fight would have been a clash of both of their Chidoris. It would have been the first time they both used Chidori against each other. It'd be like similar to the Rasengan Chidori clash, to where it would have been like the Ninchu realm or whatever, to where they don't have to literally do the Ninchu realm, just through the clash, Hidari gets something from Sarada, and maybe Sarada gets something from Hidari, whether it's a memory or emotion or whatever. That's going to be the reason the fight ends. Because they started the fight with the Chidori, I figured, considering I figured they would fight, and they're just not, I figured the actual end of the fight has to be Sarada using her Mangekyo, and plot and story reasons for it being overpowering Hidari to win, quote unquote, narratively. But they're not even going
after
to
already
fight.
winning narratively.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter who wins the physical fight. She would win in both the plot and the story, but that doesn't mean she wins a fight.
Yeah.
But what did you think?
But now it just feels like it's just gonna be Boruto. I mean, it's possible if Boruto's like losing, then Sarada, pull out the Mangekyo to save Boruto or something like that. It's possible.
Yeah.
I'm just skeptical.
Yeah. Camcam, even though you have no idea about any of this, what do you think?
Sarada's the goat. Yeah.
Alright, sounds good.
Oh, so she's just like Mello. She thinks Sarada's the goat. Okay.
I agree with Mello. Mello is base. Yeah. That's why he should come on and debate Ood and Kamui.
What about everything else?
There's nothing
Mello
to debate
has
about
said?
in particular.
Just whatever he says, I agree with 100%.
Fair enough.
That's definitely not true.
I trust Mello.
Well, do you trust Suave AI, who says Hidari has one brain cell working? That's a hilarious comment, by the way.
Which one is that again?
Suave AI. It could be Suave Al. I really can't tell the difference.
No, who's Hidari?
What's your guess?
Yeah, that's a good question. Good answer?
Is that the one with the coat?
Which one is the one with the coat?
The hood. Does he have a hood?
Okay.
Well, you're trying to describe visuals, but we're asking you like, who is he? Like who? Like any other things
Oh, girl, I
come
don't
to
know.
mind?
I mean, technically, Hidari answers in this chapter who he thinks he is.
He thinks he. What is he? Does he say something like, "I think I am Hidari"?
Actually, he says he
abstract.
doesn't know who he is, so that's who he thinks he is. He doesn't know.
So, I don't know who I am. Okay.
At least he knows he doesn't know who
I
he
mean,
is. It'd be even
is
worse
that
if
like
you ended up with that realization. See, that's the difference,
That
though.
would be
Like,
wild,
like
bro.
on a
That'd be
serious
hilarious.
note, though, Kamui, because he asked that to Sarada. If Sarada didn't know who she was, Sarada, at this point, until Hidari asked her, Sarada wouldn't have realized she doesn't know who she is. Now she knows she doesn't know who she is. Assuming they go that route. Which, again, I think is really cool to do.
But yeah, I was
not
gonna say,
necessarily
she
with
never
Sarada's
confirmed
character.
if she did or didn't
Yeah,
know.
not necessarily with Sarada's character, but I just love the concept in general. That someone who doesn't even realize they don't know who they are is asking Hidari who they are. Or someone else who they
Sarada
are.
doesn't know who she is. What?
Possibly. We'll find out next
What?
chapter.
Girl, what is going on?
Alright,
That's what
Cam,
we
who
want
are
to
you?
know. Narratively, what's going on with Tubo Vortex? Yeah, we're confused just as you are.
Is she under some genjutsu or something? Like,
Hopefully.
Who are you?
I am Camcam.
No, not your name. Who are you?
I am a daughter. I am a woman. I am a caregiver.
But what makes you Cam and not just a daughter, caregiver, or woman?
Well, those are all things that make up Camcam.
What
That's
is
it?
your
So
identity?
if I go find a daughter who's a caregiver and a woman, is that Cam?
What makes you stand out and unique? Special.
I think those are all things that are integral to who I am, I would say.
Integral, but are they your
Well,
identity?
They're my identity.
So like I said, if I just go find a caregiver, woman, daughter, have I found Cam's identity over there?
Then
That's an
no,
interesting question.
because like those things might not be integral to that person's character.
Okay, let me ask you this, Cam.
But what if they are?
How do
Like
you...
they could be your occupation. Like caregiving could be somebody's occupation, but it could not be like
That's true.
integral to who they are, you know?
Cam, how do you identify?
How do I identify?
Yeah, how do you identify?
I feel like you're asking me the same question.
Oh, okay, different question.
So confused.
Cam, what is identity?
Is identity?
What is it?
Huh? What is identity?
Right? Yeah, me and Kyle were talking about this exact question the other day for like 30 minutes. Just this singular question: what is identity? It's a pretty cool question. I like it.
I mean, identity has to do with like your personality, right? I would say, and like your characters, like your like characteristics, your values, like that. I would say.
Is identity given or made?
Say it's made.
Okay. Is any identity given?
is any identity given? Well, like, I would say, like, gender. Say gender could be an identity, and you're given that. Like, if you want to get real abstract with it.
Well, some
Um,
people make it.
some people do make it.
That's
So, like, in
one
some
way of
aspects,
putting
I
it,
would
Kamui.
say,
I would not word it that way, but
They form it.
so I would say, like, in some aspects, yeah, some like your identity can be given to you, like as a child, maybe you're like, but you can choose to like throw away those things if you don't want it, you know.
Okay. Interesting. So, I don't want to say what makes you you, because I feel like you already answered that. But what makes you different from everyone else?
From every other caregiver woman daughter, too.
What makes you a snowflake and not the political kind? The unique kind.
I would say, like, everybody has their own personality, right? So I would say, you know, like my personality is different. Personality makes up your identity. And I would
like that.
say,
Yeah.
your disability makes up your identity. And I would say, since I'm a caregiver, like the distinguishing factors of being a caregiver would be like, attentive, affectionate,
Decided I don't want this salad.
you know, like those kind
Kamui
of
timing.
things.
In the middle of camcam's
Kamui's just
passionate,
yapping.
serious, mature elaboration. It's like a little kid in
Kamui's
church.
just not.
It's like,
Kamui's
Mom,
just
is he
not
done
a
yet?
thinker, you know, and that's.
I just want to make sure you knew I decided.
I feel like it takes you 5 hours to decide what you want to eat and what you don't want to eat.
It does, and I did it.
I feel like you should meal plan, honestly.
I continue though, Cam. I just want to make sure you knew I
No,
decided.
actually, I'm done.
Okay. Well. Yeah, I think camcam's done on multiple layers. There's a multifaceted meaning behind her being done here.
Yeah, she needs a poopy diaper ASAP.
I
camcam's
think your
done
cat needs
in
a
both the
poopy
plot
diaper.
and story.
Don't worry, there's plenty of poopy diaper all over the floor, probably.
Oh, God.
There was a pee diaper, that's for sure.
Shout out Hay Station.
So why are we asking these questions?
Bro, if I was Hay Station, I'd be freaking embarrassed. I'm sorry. This is Hay Station's identity.
What did Hay Station say?
It's all of this. This is the problem.
I gotta go down and look now. I'm not looking, but
Yeah, well, Hay Station hasn't actually said
go
anything.
to the
It's
laptop.
just a reference to Hay Station. But
oh, I thought you were showing something.
no, Hay Station in fact hasn't commented recently. Only
Well, either way,
there has
his
been
identity.
a lot of chats that we're not going to read, but how many comments have we received? Oh, wow, interesting.
No one besides Hay Station has commented.
So what? So Sarada doesn't know her identity?
Possibly.
No, it was just a theoretical thing because Hidari said, so let me ask you, Sarada, who are you? So, and Sarada, I mean, it's possible she just hasn't answered yet, but she never gave an answer.
To be fair, Kamui,
So
I feel like
a cliffhanger?
enough time has passed to where she should have been able to give an answer.
Oh, so was
Yeah,
it
like, she
left on
could've-
a to be continued?
You know what?
Not
Actually, out of
really.
curiosity, would you have liked something like this for Sarada to be like, what do you mean? I'm Sarada Uchiha. You already said that. And then have Hidari say no. Or be like, sure, but really, who are you? Or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, has Boruto so far been a battle of ideals? Or a battle
No,
of, like,
there is no
reflection?
ideological clash in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, but that's another topic for another day.
Okay, then, well, then that would feel out of place, I would say. And I mean, like, is it? It's not uncommon for a teenager to not know their identity.
Yeah.
And
Well,
if these
I
are
think it
god
would have been
trees,
pretty
if these are
good,
mini
like,
god trees who are
to
just
have
like
her
finding out
question
their
it.
identity, do they know who they are?
No, they don't know who they are. They're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, and that's like the point of this arc, me
And
and Kamui
you
think.
figure that out by asking other people? Is that
Yeah,
what they're doing?
because me and Kamui, we're gonna make Two Blue Vortex not boring for you for a moment, Cam. Me and Kamui think everything in Two Blue Vortex so far, this first arc, has all been about identity from different perspectives. The Shinju think they lack an identity. They're trying to find one. Boruto and Kwaki are fighting over Omnipotence's identity. Shikamaru is fighting over the identity of, I guess, both Shikamaru or Boruto and Kwaki, but also about Hokage.
I also think
and not
Boruto and
being
Kawaki are
Hokage.
also fighting over like their Utsuki versus humanity identities too.
Yeah, that as well. I don't know if you read this far, Cam, but Mitsuki and Ada had a really interesting, like actually a really compelling conversation, which can be chalked down to, or chalked up, I guess, to identity. You know what? Chalk it down,
Well,
then chalk
Mitsuki
it up.
doesn't. Oh, I did leave off at the chapter where Mitsuki and Boruto like had their little chit chat where
Okay,
Boruto's like,
so
"I
then
am your
you,
son."
I think it's
Like,
the next
oh,
chapter.
okay, that's
Mitsuki
cute.
and Ada.
Yeah, I stopped reading then. Where it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
okay, well, so then that's Mitsuki trying, I guess, inquiring about his identity because, like, here Boruto is like saying, like, "Hey, I am a part of your identity," which Boruto has been, right? An integral part of Mitsuki's identity.
Yeah. So
And then he's mapping that onto Kawaki. And then
it's
now his everything's been shaken up.
exactly. It seems like everyone in this arc is trying to find their identity to some degree. Me and Kamui broke this down in more depth with even more characters. But just coming about it from different angles because identity means more than one thing, which is how they're about to go about it from all these different ways. So I guess to answer Kamui's question, I think it could have been something along the lines of this. Sarada was struggling with omnipotence in chapter 1. I think because of her struggles with omnipotence, the conflict behind it, should have in some way pushed her into a corner or a consequence of it to where, in a way, this is like all her fault or something along the lines of that, to where she doesn't, it's almost like she's given up. Or like again, it's like she has to. This is the dig deep down moment. It's the darkest moment, the all is lost moment. I think when Hidari asks her, should be the all or lost moment, to where this is where she can waver. This is where Naruto has no answer against pain. Sarada at this moment doesn't know who she is. I think she should have that moment. I think it'd be cool if Hidari asked her that, and this is the answer she come to at the time. I think a little bit later, at the dig deep down or wherever else, she gets to resolve and she embraces her Uchiha lineage, which is ironic or special, important because she's talking ironically to Hidari. And I guess I won't spoil who Hidari is for Cam, but you know, Sarada can say something along the lines of.
Well, she already knows. She just forgot.
Yeah, she can say something along the lines of, "I am Uchiha Sarada. From the proud Uchiha lineage, I embrace the Uchiha bloodline as the last Uchiha. I am the daughter of Sasuke Uchiha.
And I'm gonna be Hokage or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Hokage. Exactly, bro. Freaking, that's good.
And
that's
she's
good.
also something that could be part of her identity too. Is like proving her father's innocence and like being loyal, you know, to Boruto and her father.
That can work, yeah. Even with the stuff that we have now. I like it.
So
wait, actually, you left off at Mitsuki's fight, right? You said? You know who Hidari is. You just forgot.
That's what I'm saying. She already knows. She just forgot.
Okay, so Hidari Sasuke.
I'm not good with names.
That's okay.
Okay?
That's okay.
Sometimes I have to like look back and remember who people are.
Here, I'm sharing my screen. I'll show you who Hidari is. So first of all, this is Jura.
He is the guy with the hood.
Yeah, and this one's Hidari, the one with the hood. Yeah.
I told you it was a bro with the hood, and doesn't he's the one that's like, I'm gonna eat Sarada or some shit, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know where exactly it happens here, but
He's supposed to be like a copy of Sasuke or something.
Yeah, right here.
Allegedly. I don't know.
so
I
this
don't actually know.
is Hidari saying this. Uchiha Sarada, I will ask the same question to you. What exactly are you? I think that's cool. And she looks again. She's like sweating and stuff. And doesn't answer again, and continues to not answer. And yeah, doesn't answer.
But
I
that
feel
kind
like
of
enough
blank
time has
look is
passed.
kind of like a I feel like the facial expressions could have been a little bit more, you know?
I agree.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Should have been the always lost
I,
moment.
I can't. I remember the last. I mean, I don't praise Ikimoto very much around here,
To,
so like,
to really show kind of like the despair or like the confusion of being like existential crisis, you know?
Yeah. Man, but you agree with Mello, and Mello says that Ikimoto's mid, but he's our mid, so we have to embrace that as the new normal and go forward with this being the standard.
I take it back.
did he actually say that?
Yeah, he actually said that. I'm like quoting him verbatim.
Mello, stop. Okay, I'm gonna be a little vulgar. Mello, stop being an Ikimoto dick rider, okay?
I
You
know
don't-
someone who you really should be saying that to, but we're gonna get him on the podcast, so I won't say who I'm talking
Oh
about.
my god.
Oodie definitely
I
probably
definitely know
knows
who
who I'm
you're
talking
talking
about.
about. Yeah.
You don't have to be, bro. You don't have to be, okay? You can be critical of your favorite series author. You don't have to accept mediocrity. Is that the word?
Meteorite.
Mediocrity.
Yeah. Meteorite, you know? That
Movie
word.
theater. You know what? Since we're on this topic, Camcam, would you say the choreography of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, from what you have seen, is that movie-like to you?
Oh, I hate it. Oh my god, the manga that I'm reading right now, Wild Strawberry, which is there's only 24 chapters out, and it's like only been out for a year, and the choreography is absolutely fabulous. And then I look at Boruto and I'm like, ew, brother, ew, what is this? You know, like
Well, yeah. The question is, would you say it's like a movie?
Has it been a
no.
theatric
If anything, Wild
experience?
Strawberry is like a movie.
So it's not a
No,
theatric
don't.
experience.
It's not like
No,
a
and
movie.
even
You're saying?
It's not cinematic?
no, and no, and even like Wild Strawberry. Oh my god, like
Okay.
the artwork is just like chef's kiss,
Interesting.
man. And then you look at Boruto and it's just like it's so plain.
I'm glad we're all on the same page here.
I mean, like when I was reading the chapter, I just thought I was watching a movie. I just thought it was like I hit like play and it was just going. It was
Yeah,
so
I thought I
movie-like.
was sitting down
You're making
reading
me
the
wanna throw
manga
up,
and
okay?
watching a 90-minute experience on a big screen.
Ooh, Mellow.
Yeah, like I thought the
No,
characters
this
were
wasn't
even
Mello.
like talking,
This
like and
wasn't
everything.
Okay, who said this then?
His name begins with a T
It's someone we're
and
gonna get on the podcast.
ends with a Roy.
I wouldn't know who that is.
Yeah. Not to give it away or anything, but
But come on, man. You must not be watching some good movies. What kind of movies are you watching, my dude?
Well. Let me ask you this. Okay, Oodie, you're ready to. Let me ask you this, Camcam.
oh god.
You dropped this plate.
I'm really gonna have to catch up on Boruto, man,
God.
just to grill this.
Okay, I actually want Oodie. I have to text you this to see which way you want me to phrase it. Hold on a
Okay,
second.
okay.
Wait, hold on. Where are you? Okay.
God, Kamui. Let's see this.
Always just kicking his little feet over there, you know?
He's like the kindergartner who's sitting in the chair, but his feet don't quite reach the ground just yet.
All right, Oodie, that's option 1. And option 2 is just...
I feel like we already have a winner.
I know. I feel like the second one's not going to be the picked, but like just in case.
No,
Just in
okay.
case.
Here. Can I word it in a different way than one, but it's similar to one?
We'll just try it. Just type it to me and see.
Okay. I already forgot it.
So
But-
I'll admit, that tweet was what really sparked it for me. That was one of my favorites.
I feel like
The
you
one I'm
gotta
referencing.
take out this part. And then you could just start with
Yeah.
and then just
I could
swap
just remove
like
that,
the
that's
beginning
fine.
with this. Yeah, so just swap those two
If you
around.
want movie like quality, just read Bleach, man. Read Bleach.
Okay. Well, I don't really need to flip the order because I'm thinking in my head, like,
Okay, that's fine. Don't flip it. That's fine. Go ahead.
it doesn't really matter. Okay. Camcam.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it your way. Camcam. In Boruto, which narrator would you consider to be generational?
Okay.
A generational narrator.
Which one?
You have to pick
is it?
someone.
Of all the narrators in Boruto, which one is generational?
What do you mean generational narrator? What does that mean?
Yeah. Who would you consider to be a generational narrator?
Well, as you know, there's many narrators across not only anime, not only just fiction, but all of media. So if you had to pick one narrator from this entire generation worth of media, which Boruto character are you choosing?
No. That's a weird question.
I would appreciate it if you would pick someone.
Let's pick Boruto himself.
Okay, so why is the correct answer Momoshiki? Camcam.
Why is it?
Yeah,
I
so
feel like
why is Momoshiki the narrator of this generation? He is the narrator of this generation, of all of media.
all of media. Across the board. All of media all of media.
Across the board. All
What
of
does
it.
that even mean? Momoshiki. The janitor.
No, just the Otsutsuki.
No, I'm trying to make fun of Momoshiki himself. Momoshiki the Otsutsuki.
Shout out the
Well,
janitor, though.
why?
We should get him back on.
No, Momoshiki the janitor is a sweet bean. Lovely bean. I don't know.
Do I
I
even
feel like
have
he's
a
not I
screenshot
feel
of
like
this
he's not a
original
very
tweet
good
anymore?
narrator because he leaves out.
Man,
Maybe
I
that's
didn't
why
realize
he's
Camcam thought
generational.
that
He's
poorly
so
of
bad.
every other narrator in this generation.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, everybody just sucks, bro, compared to Momoshiki.
Kamui, I'm guessing you're trying to find the screenshot.
I'm trying to see if I even have it. Otherwise, I can just find it, I guess.
Okay. Well, while
Has
you're doing that,
Momoshiki popped up yet? Wait, has Momoshiki popped up?
in Two Blue Vortex, no. Sorry for the spoilers.
Then how is he generated?
I was gonna say, do we spoiler or?
I don't care,
Technically, it's
spoil
almost
me.
like an anti-spoiler. Say
Then,
something
like-
hasn't happened.
Then why is he a generational narrator if he's what?
I'm just gonna try searching for it
Okay.
Oh, I'm so
on
confused.
Twitter.
While you do
What
that,
is
I'll
that
read.
It may have
generational
been in
narrative
podcast topics.
for
I don't
all
know.
of media when he's in one media source? I just don't understand.
Yeah. I
That's
guess I'll
very
read the
broad.
next chat. By the way, all of that was in reference to the single comment Hidari has one brain cell working. That was our response to that
Hidari has
comment.
one brain cell because he was just born. Okay, give the Sweet Bean a break. Okay, he was just born yesterday.
Bro, quite literally. But I saw a comment that was like, he was born like 3 months ago. Give him a break, guys. He was just born. Like, what timeline is this guy following? 3 months ago.
He means in our timeline.
Yes, I must. Like, that's
He's
crazy.
confused.
Ariana, Queen of Pop, says, I never said she should use her Mangekyo Sharingan. I said when she used her Mangekyo Sharingan, it should be the end of the villain, and Jura and Hidari and the rest of the Shinju not going anywhere anytime soon. Doesn't need to be the villain's permanent death or anything, it just needs to be the narrative win of the battle.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I found the movie like choreography thing again.
I mean, if it's worth posting, you can post it
Jesus,
out, I guess.
take the wheel.
Underground Purgatory says, chakra rods are created at times, other times brought forth from another dimension. It's yin-yang chakra nature given shape and hardened, very similar to the truth-seeking orbs. Kamui, I feel like that's addressed to you.
Wait, say that again.
Oh my god.
He can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, okay?
Kamui, I read that as cohesively as I possibly could. Like, I put on my news anchor voice.
His brain is gray.
Wait,
Give
which
him a
comment
break.
are we looking at?
I was speaking in the Midwestern dialectic, just so it's comprehensible to all people. This one,
okay,
by
the chakras
Underground
are created at times. It's yin yang chakra nature given shape and hardened, very similar to the truth-seeking orb. Yes, so we don't really know the I remember actually seeing this live when we were talking about it. We don't really know what the deal is with Ishiki's rods. Did somebody just create them like normal and he's just summoning them? Because
somebody planted them like
brought forth from another dimension, but we don't know how they were created. So in terms of how they were created, though, like you said, it's a yin yang technique, very similar to Truth Seeker orbs. It's just missing the 5 chakra natures part and the nature energy.
Assuming Ishikis were made in the same way.
Like an Animal Crossing, to be exact.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just yapping.
Yapping is such a funny word that got on.
Yep.
Ariana says, I'm saying she should have done something in reference to Sarada. There's no way in heck she got caught off guard like that in the heat of battle. Let her guard down like that, and her being somewhat overconfident. Exactly. Well, we agree. To her doom.
Yeah.
Oh, but Suave here would clearly disagree with Mello because it was because she was questioning what was Hidari spewing. Who is Jura? And then in the heat of her inner monologue, Sumire says we need to protect Sarada. He's after her. But Sarada couldn't have been questioning what Hidari was saying because Sarada was getting exactly what she was forcing Hidari to reveal in her interrogation tactics.
Yep.
Okay.
Does Free Game agree with Mello?
Free Game doesn't talk. He's the Trippy of the Cloud podcast. Except he's
Wait,
actually
I
there.
thought that was the other dude.
Bara? No, Bara talks.
No, it's just whenever Oodie talks about it anyway, it's always Bara versus Mello.
Yeah. Because Free Game's the host. No offense to Free Game. I feel like actually this is literally no offense to Free Game. like there is no offense that can be taken from this. I feel like Free Game no, I feel like okay. I think Free Game knows that Mello is very competitive. And so once Mello gives a take, it's just easier to agree with Mello, regardless of if you actually agree or not, because you know he will just argue it. So it's just easier to agree. You just don't have to go down that harder road.
I don't like that. I don't like that mentality.
Yeah, I figured Mello wouldn't like it either.
Maybe it's just because I'm argumentative, so I'm like, no. You want to argue? Let's go, baby.
Because I feel like that's what happened in this latest stream. In fact, Mello was, in a way, calling Free Game out on it. I was thinking it was like a mistake at the time on Free Game's part, because Free Game was admitting in this chapter that he hasn't been vibing with Two Blue Vortex. Go figure. Freaking everyone, except for Mello has, apparently. And then Mello was like, no, I remember back in, like, chapter 9, you were, like, agreeing with me. Like, it was hype back then. It's like, yeah, okay, bro.
And it's like, well, you're seeing what you want to see. You're not really understanding what's happening around you.
Oof.
Oh well.
Yeah. Suave says, then Sarada was like, what? And in that instant, Hidari pulled an instantaneous move by slipping his hand through the quadrant behind her. She doesn't have Byakugan, but you know what she does have? Sharingan.
So she can see behind her?
She can see chakra. She can also sense. She has sensory abilities.
So you can sense something. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
But if it's coming through a claw mark, does that make a difference?
Yes. No. No.
No, so it doesn't change the sensing abilities?
No. Well, not only that, she knows the claw marks are there, and that Hidari can use them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was just her being dumb.
Got it.
We don't even know if it's Ishiki's cubes, LOL. Those two cubes are completely different. Kamui, I feel like you would address that one more than me.
I'm still trying to find this generational.
Alright, never mind. Sorry, Suave. We're just not going to answer that one.
We don't even know if it's the Ishiki cubes. We don't even know if it's Ishiki's cubes. LOL. Those two cubes are completely different. They're not I mean, they are different completely. I mean, they're very similar looking, but they have a different design on top. And
well, go
Juras
figure.
Are like claw marks.
Cubes
but of course,
look similar to cubes.
Like we've already...
kind of hard to differentiate.
Exactly.
But...
So it's kind of like, but the thing is, it's clearly a reference to Ishiki's cubes, no matter how you slice it. Like, you don't just do that if you're not trying to, like, reference it somewhat.
Kamui, I changed my mind. I no longer want to watch the movie Cube with you, because the whole time you're going to be watching every room they go into, like, is that Ishiki's cube?
Oh, please, no. I want to watch the movie now.
Okay.
Not right now, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, watch it right now.
Alright, thanks for watching, everyone.
I went to bed an hour ago.
Oh, God. Question number 2.
Bro, I wish I could just search for this, but this is too hard to find.
What do you think Damon
I'm
has
going to
sensed
find this,
inside
and
of
I'm going to
Himawari?
link it.
Was it just Kurama? No. Or is it something deeper? Jura implied this chapter as well it's more than just Kurama, which is interesting. Damon hasn't been shocked not a day in his life, not even to Boruto Uzuhiko. Correct. As opposed to, as far as what is inside Himawari, it's just no one knows. I hope it's something completely new, but I guess we'll have to see. Why doesn't it apply to anyone else in the entire Naruto
I can
universe?
really see it being like Baryon mode, like still. There we go. Found it.
Found it. Okay. Let's see this generational narrator.
Let me like write notes. Momoshiki, generational narrator. I'm gonna leave this in podcast topics so we can find it more easily, but and then movie choreography.
Okay. My goat explaining omnipotence. The paneling and dialogue was hitting. Momoshiki showcased him being a generational narrator. Also gave us the greatest, most
Okay,
viral
babe.
panel for Boruto.
Sure, babe.
Truly the greatest plot twist.
Sure, babe.
Generational.
Even though it's not a plot
mean-
twist. Yeah, it is a generational plot twist by not being a plot twist.
Damn.
Pretty generational. Most
Ironically,
plot twists, or
I
at
feel
least
like
plot
I
twists.
feel like I recognize this name.
Troy, Simply Troy. He's like a Boruto content creator.
Hmm.
Probably.
Maybe I've
Friends
run
with
across
sex.
his content.
Yeah.
Huh?
Ironically,
What?
he did a plot twist.
Generational. Generational. I'm gonna hang myself.
Generational, yeah.
I never want to hear that word
This is
ever
where
again.
the generational meme came from
Yeah.
us.
I never want to hear that word ever again. That's disgusting, but okay.
Troy plot twisted the word plot twist. The definition of plot twisted
What a guy.
is just twisted. Yeah,
What a guy.
so good.
Oh, don't take this personally, okay?
Camcam, what's up with Himawari? Why is she special outside of just Kurama?
Why is she, I don't know what's going on with her. I just saw that she was a Jinchuriki, and I was like, okay, cool. And apparently some people are hating on it, and I didn't really understand why. So
Alright, fair enough.
I was just like, okay, well, I thought all the tailed beasts reincarnated, so
Mm.
that's not too surprising. So okay.
Kamui, do you think the other thing
the
that's
problem
not
is
just
Kurama-
Kurama, do you think it will be something new, or do you think it's going to be something we have an idea of from anything else before? I hope it's new.
Ugh.
Kamui?
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 Wait, weren't you asking Camcam?
I just did! And
What'd she
besides,
say?
what does the order matter anyways? Why are you surprised if I was asking you first?
What was the question again?
Oh my god. It's question number 2.
I said
not even
I
looking
didn't
for anything
know. I
now.
thought it was fine. I
Oh,
thought
is it
people were
question
hating-
1 on here?
We
Oh,
already
wait.
answered that in the first stream.
Like, why is she special? Basically, was the question. Like,
Oh. I don't even care
Besides
anymore.
he's over it.
Bro, Ariana
I'm
waited
being honest, like,
3 streams for this answer. We cannot give her just
All right,
that.
no. All right, fine. All right, no. We'll answer for Ariana. So because Kurama's not confident in Himawari inheriting a sliver of his chakra, I find that absurd for him to have not been able to just sense it the way Naruto just sensed Kurama's chakra and Kinkaku and Ginkaku. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I have to rule that out at this point because he didn't know. So, bro,
it's
you know
only
what the
a
answer is
sliver?
probably to me? It's gonna be the fate answer. Just fate. There you go.
No, it's not that it
Accepted, move
is
forward.
fate. It's not that it is fate. It's that she has fate. No, even better. She has a high affinity to fate.
For fate.
She has a high affinity to fate, so she's just lucky.
Yeah, one body, one
Well, I mean,
soul.
so far,
with
yeah,
fate.
she does seem pretty lucky. Wait, think about it. Boruto got saved from death. Naruto was never actually killed. Himawari got lucky power up, saved Inogen from death. Boruto showed up to save the day in the nick of time. Like,
She was born in the
Pretty
right
lucky.
era and born to the right parents. Had no defect.
Wow.
She's happy mentally, physically, has good friends. She's got it all.
I mean, but like, okay.
pretty lucky.
Yeah, it's
Like
really is.
Tsunade needs to have Himawari do the gambling for her.
Oh my god. Never lose. If I had to guess, I don't want to give out the cop-out answer that it's something new, so I'll elaborate on that. I'll say it's something new, but not something Otsutsuki. I think it's either adjacent or beyond Otsutsuki. It can be the reason she has it could be Otsutsuki ties. Like, for example, it could be like, I hate to use the meme, but the Tsutsuki rival clan, it not necessarily Tsutsuki, but just any rival clan to the Otsutsuki could be using Himawari as a vessel to fight against them or something. Or it could be like chakra in and of itself is a concept in the Naruto universe. Himawari could just have some other power that is conceptually just not chakra. For example,
Well, she might if it's Varian mode, because Varian mode
That's true.
is not chakra.
That's true, but I would want her to have it not because of Kurama. Well, I guess it could be fine if it's because of Kurama, but it would have to be like Baryon. Okay, what about this? What if instead, so like Naruto's Baryon mode power was diminishing? What if Himawari's is the inverse, to where over time her Baryon mode power grows? She just gets more of
Well,
it,
I mean, it might just anyway with her chakra reserves growing
I guess.
for no other reason than that.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking if Himawari just has Baryon mode, I think it's because Himawari and Kurama are already one body and soul. So it's like they've already fused their chakras somehow.
Yeah.
So I think that's because that's their natural state of existing. Then it would just, through normal food and rest, they would just replenish their Baryon mode energy reserves. You know, they don't have to like do what Kurama did the first time, regardless of how it came about. So, you know, as she just grows over time, it would just get stronger. That could be why in the last 3 years it got more powerful, because, well, Himawari got stronger.
Yeah. If I had to use like something in universe that's conceptually just not chakra at all, I would look at Naruto movie 2, Stone of Galel. Like Himawari could just have natural Galel or something conceptually like that, where it's just not chakra. You could even say something like Ki from Dragon Ball. I'm not saying literally steal the concept, but if you introduce something similar to that, that's something that's just not chakra, that's a new power source that Himawari can have, and maybe even become the Hagoromo and like spread it to others. And in Saruto, people can be using chakra and ki, and that can be the new scientific ninja tech. It's you gotta use both rather than rely on either one or the other. But yeah. Dots?
I don't think well, her lock-on mode is weird, so I can't say she wasn't born with that, but
Well, to be fair, she awakened that later in life when she was like 5. So at the very least, she wasn't born with
yeah, but
it.
she could have been born with it.
She was born with the dormant of
Like
it.
Sasuke was born with the Sharingan powers, but he hadn't awakened them.
No, I'd say he was born with the dormant power of the Sharingan.
Okay, then she could have the dormant power of the Suzuki clan or whatever.
I'm fine with that. nitpick anyways, but we can end if you want, or we could just try and blitz through the rest of these. What do you want to do, Kamui? Because I know it's late and we're already past what you wanted to be at.
I'm eating this broccoli, so we can blitz through these.
That's fine. Question 3. Speaking of dimensions, do you think Boruto, or even Kawaki, would consider taking Himawari, Sarada, and Konohamaru in their little dimensional thing, just a temporary place the thing out? That's hilarious, considering that's basically what I was saying that Boruto would need to do, because I think he's going to stay with them. Rather than Boruto, I hadn't even considered Kawaki. It is different now. Like, storing Inojin and Daikokuten to keep him in a place where he's not going to die is just a hilarious meme. Himawari, unironically, I could especially see, because he cares about Himawari personally. And if she is a target...
He's already done the same thing to Naruto and
it's almost Naruto, but exactly the same thing. Like, Naruto was directly targeted by Code. Himawari's directly targeted by Jura. Why wouldn't Kawaki do this? And not only that, Himawari is embracing the path of a ninja now. She has become like Naruto. And she is recklessly running into combat now. She's telling Ino Shikacho to go, and I'm gonna uncomfortably fight Jura alone, and I'm gonna do what I can. I don't know how I'll do it, but I'll figure it out somehow. She's doing the exact same thing Naruto's doing. I think Kawaki...
I wouldn't mind it.
If Boruto
if
doesn't...
tried to steal.
Yeah, I think Kawaki would have to do this.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it. It's like, especially if Boruto doesn't like bring him with him or something.
Yeah. Whether he would do this to Sarada or Konohamaru or even Ada...
See, that's the thing. I don't see him doing it to Sarada, bro. They don't seem like they got along too well.
It's not about that.
Before he steals her away.
I guess he would have to learn about this, but it might be common sense. He might just, or bad writing, he might just have the knowledge given to him by the writers. If he knows that if they get the target, that they'll evolve, and that's the darkest future, like Boruto says, he might just do that from like a tactical advantage.
But we don't even know if that is the darkest future or if that's something else.
True. I mean, it depends if the writers give them the
We don't know what
so
leads to the darkest future specifically.
Yeah, I mean, we could have already been in the darkest future for all we know. Who knows?
Yeah, probably know this is the darkest future.
Yeah. But I could imagine Kawaki doing something similar in like other scenarios. Like he's being tactfully aware of whether or not Delta is going to become an Otsutsuki. Just keeping that in mind. Like, I feel like if he's given the opportunity to, like, destroy an Otsutsuki-related power-up or thing, he would. He doesn't want Code to evolve. Etc., etc. He would destroy the Ten Tails if he could.
Just stick with Himawari for now. Do you think one of two options? Kawaki would do it in secret and just pretend Himawari was killed by Jura, Boruto, or whoever? Or do you think he would have to do it in front of people and justify it, you know, as he would, but then people would question whether or not Kawaki's done this before to like Naruto and Hinata?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Especially as a chicken.
Because I had considered this. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but I considered it when I was talking earlier. I think he would do it, and he wouldn't care, because that's what he did the first time, and I don't think that's changed. I don't think he realized that was a mistake, or he thought about what he did afterwards, or like, oh no, I'm going to be figured out for omnipotence. He didn't care the first time. He's not going to care this time. He would just do it in public. I'm sure he would prefer to do it privately, get away with it if he could, but he wouldn't bother trying to cover it up.
Yeah, but I think that down the line that would kind of make people suspicious about Naruto, and you wouldn't think about that.
Really, I could see something just originally happening. Either he's like, well, you can't do anything about it because I'm the strongest in the village anyways, so it doesn't matter if they figure him out, quote unquote. Or they go down a similar crazy route to where Ada just performs another omnipotence. It's ridiculous, but like unironically it could be cool. I don't know. Yeah, I don't necessarily like the suspicious
Yeah, she does it again to make them
routes.
think Boruto did it.
Yeah. Well, even the suspicious route doesn't necessarily work, because if Kawaki just says either Boruto took Himawari or Jura took Himawari, they can't question that, really. Especially if Ada just confirms it again. But yeah. If Himawari has Otsutsuki genetics...
Not saying that.
Oh, go ahead.
But the suspicious thing was in reference to if he sealed Himawari away in front of everyone.
Okay. Is Camcam still here?
Yes.
Thoughts?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay, pretty good. Based off Oodie's intel, anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, Camcam, that we're talking about stuff that you haven't read.
Oh, no. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Good.
Don't worry about it.
I feel bad. Yeah. Martin Silva says, if Himawari has Otsutsuki genetics because she has Kurama, what happens when Kawaki finds out she is a vessel? Would he seal her, spare her, or kill her? That's actually a really interesting question. If Himawari became an Otsutsuki, or even if Naruto became an Otsutsuki, what's Kawaki's reaction or answer to that?
So for Himawari, it's kind of weird because this is we have to take his dialogue for now. He just thinks that because they are Otsutsuki, then they gotta die. If he thinks Himawari is an Otsutsuki, because the thing though is, real quick, I don't really see why Kawaki would think Himawari is an Otsutsuki because of Kurama. Because he knew Naruto and Kurama the whole time and never once thought Naruto was an Otsutsuki. So I don't think Kawaki equates the two.
It would probably depend if he knows that, well, first of all, Naruto is the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. Himawari is the Nine-Tails. Second of all, if he finds out that the Nine-Tails comes from the Ten-Tails, then yeah, and then, especially if the Ten-Tails come from Otsutsuki, or are Otsutsuki.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I kind of get it. But if it was Himawari, I don't see any reason why he would treat her different than Boruto, apart from, this is the big thing. At the end of part 1, it was more so that Boruto was Momoshiki, not that Boruto was just had Otsutsuki genetics. That wasn't the problem, but now he makes it feels like now he's just saying, oh, they got Otsutsuki genes up, gotta kill him. Versus before, it was like he can only see Momoshiki and Boruto because he knew he would come out. Which it gives you two different interpretations, because if you go with the former, the Momoshiki one, he has no reason to want to kill Himawari. But if it's just the Himawari Otsutsuki aspect, then he would kill her, the same as Boruto. Naruto's where it's weird. I don't see how Kawaki could do it.
Interesting. I got a lot to say on this, and I hate to say that because I don't want to be here for very long. But so there's multiple routes to go
doing it, but
yeah,
that's the hardest one for him.
So the first thing I'll say is, assuming your Akabi theory is correct, that Akabi turned into the Ten-Tails because of Shibai cells, it's possible that that's just a natural process Otsutsuki can perform, or like Nine-Tails or Biju or anything. So writing shenanigans down the line, they could find out, both Kawaki and Himawari could find out, there's a possibility that she could transform into the Ten-Tails in the same way that Akabi did. Like, not purposefully, just like accidentally. Like, it's like, that's Darkest Future, possibly. Something like that.
It's possible. As a slight side point, besides just the Shibai cell idea, another possibility you could do this. This sounds goofy again, but like we know that allegedly you eat a chakra fruit, you become an Otsutsuki, and Otsutsuki can turn into 10 tails based off Kaguya. Hypothetically, Amato could have tried to feed a chakra fruit to a Kebi, and she kind of just accidentally turned into a 10 tail. Another possibility.
Oh my god. In that case, I feel like Himawari would
I
be
like the
safe.
same idea, but
I feel like it should be already too late for Himawari. Like, she almost, by having this Ninetales, it's almost like a Karma Seal to where there's a ticking clock. So I think Kawaki would do a mercy killing. He would hate himself for this, but he already does. He'd be sad about it. It'd be very tragic. But I feel like he would feel like he has to kill Himawari. And I feel like to some degree, Himawari might even understand, maybe even agree. If there's even the chance of her possibly turning in the 10 tails, because Kawaki couldn't live with himself, with Himawari living in worry, knowing that's possible, with that knowledge.
yeah.
So it's almost he's doing it for Himawari's sake at that point. Not because he wants to, but just the fact that he hates the situation, which would make him hate Otsutsuki more. The fact that he would blame the Otsutsuki for this. The Otsutsuki made him do it, to an extent.
It's almost like, well, he's killing him because of his hatred for the Otsutsuki, and then it's also making him hate the Otsutsuki more.
Exactly.
Because it also led Himawari to having this problem.
And that's ironically the same thing that I think happens with Eren in episode 2, when Titan eats his mom. And really anytime Eren wants to kill a Titan. Because I don't think Eren would just naturally want to kill. But this is a different topic.
Well, he is naturally very aggressive.
That's fine. But like, for example,
So
those people
could
that
argue-
those people that kidnapped Mikasa, he hates them because they kidnapped Mikasa. And then as he kills them, I can imagine he hates them even more because they're basically forcing Eren to do this. Eren doesn't want to do this right now.
Yeah, I see what you're getting at with that.
Yeah. Eren would just prefer
Because like
Mikasa to not have been kidnapped than for Eren to have to kill his kidnappers. Yeah. So I feel like the same thing can apply with Kawaki here. In terms of Naruto, that's interesting. I think the current Kawaki, if he doesn't change his mindset, yeah, he would kill Naruto, but like, it's crazy to imagine. I basically can't see it in the same way you can. I think what would happen is he would change. He would realize the same thing he realized about his Karma Seal. It's not the Karma Seal, it's the Otsutsuki that I hate. The Karma Seal is just how you use it. He'd realize it's not the Otsutsuki that he hates, it's evil people or something.
exactly.
But this makes me... This brings up the fact that we don't know why Kawaki hates Otsutsuki. We understand why he shifted his hatred from the Karma Seal. I can understand to the Otsutsuki, but I want to know his current thought process on why he hates the Otsutsuki or what he thinks of the Otsutsuki, or just, you know, something like that. Just some description of it. So I understand he blames
like again, this is my problem. Because he like explains like, I've always hated the karma because the pain it caused me, but now I realize it's the real problem is the Otsutsuki, the bastards who put the karma on me in the first place. That's why he's directed, you know, just the way Ishiki treated him, the way Momoshiki is trying to treat him and stuff. He just sees like, these people are bad. But that's why it should be important that it's Momoshiki that's the problem, which is how it is at the end of part 1.
But he just...
But Kawaki has some dialogues, like, because you're just, like, why are you doing this, Kawaki? Because you're a Otsutsuki, bro. Why else? And now, of course, that's chapter 78. Chapter 79, you can say, oh, the mask is coming off. it's really Momoshiki as he explains to Ada and all that, blah, blah, blah. But then you come back into the time skip again. What's he saying? Well, he deserves to be dead just for being Otsutsuki. Nothing more, nothing less. It's like, what? You clearly were mad at them for what they did to you. Those types of people, not because of their genetics.
Yeah. So you could say that he's just, this is a narrative lie. He's blinded to the truth that he knows all along. I feel like you can't just use that excuse for everything. In this case, like, can you repeat what you said exactly verbatim that Kawaki says? So Kawaki says, it's the Otsutsuki, those bastards who put the karma seal on me.
Yes. I mean, I'll go find it real quick.
So that's who he hates. Why is he blaming all Otsutsuki? He just said it himself. He hates not just those bastards in reference to, so he hates the people who put the karma seal on him. Not all Otsutsuki put the karma seal on Kawaki.
Okay, here it is. I hated karma, that's for sure. I only ever thought of getting rid of it because I considered it the main cause of all the crappy stuff that happened to me. But I was wrong. The true cause was those damn Otsutsuki who embedded the karma in me. If it weren't for them, I probably wouldn't have ended up the punching bag of these monsters, blah, blah, blah. And most of all, Lord Seven's Slave wouldn't have been threatened.
Okay, so it's those Otsutsuki who embedded the karma in me. So he shouldn't hate Otsutsuki who didn't embed the karma in him, aka every Otsutsuki who isn't Ishiki. You could say he hates every Otsutsuki who has...
Momoshiki's fine with me because
yeah.
you tie in the Lord Seventh Life was threatened. Okay, Momoshiki's the one doing that. Momoshiki's also the one trying to feed Kawaki to the Tendil, so I think Momoshiki's perfectly fair.
Well, I was gonna say he should hate every Otsutsuki who has karma. Karma is a shinjutsu. It's an ability. It seems like every Otsutsuki doesn't have every Otsutsuki ability. Would Kawaki have any reason to... Well, he would have reasons, but like, this reason wouldn't apply. Based on his own reasoning, he shouldn't hate Otsutsuki who just don't have the karma. Who just can't use it.
Yeah, like seemingly Kaguya who used a different method.
Yeah. I mean, Kinshiki never used it. I mean, it's implied he does have it though. But you get the idea. Like, it's hypothetically an Otsutsuki that just doesn't have karma. He would hate it for other reasons, but he hasn't said those other reasons. Again, I want to hear the reasons he hates Otsutsuki. Because Kawaki himself... So is this before or after Kawaki tells Boruto he should implant his karma on someone else?
This is after. This is right after Amato's second interrogation, where he talks about his daughter and stuff.
I feel like at that point that he told it to Boruto, he had already realized it, even if he hadn't said it out loud. What about the Akabe stuff later with Kawaki? That's after this?
Yeah, right after. Next page. Just answer one question, Amato. This daughter that you plan to resurrect with my karma, you swear that she won't turn into some new Otsutsuki? And then Amato does the infamous, clearly fake cry that I just can't trust.
I wonder... Okay. I wonder if Boruto implanted his karma seal onto someone else, died, and revived in that person. Would Kawaki want to kill the new Boruto?
Ooh, I mean...
I don't know what that new Boruto would even have, Momoshiki.
It's like he hasn't brought that up again. It's just like, which makes me feel like it has to be yes, because if he wouldn't, why isn't he saying, Boruto, just please, just implant karma on someone, then you'll come back? Like, he doesn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, with the Akabe stuff you just said,
you can't say he hadn't thought of it. It's literally his own idea.
Exactly. We still don't know if he's put a karma seal on Delta. But, like, Delta can fly without whatever. It's like, Maybe.
I don't know, it's weird. I don't think unless I did it in secret, but like Amato indicated that like he's known about Kawaki's karma seal the whole time, but he said like the only thing I'm interested in is that karma seal, and like it seems like nobody else in Elite Village knew that Amato knew about this. So I don't know how he would have been able to keep this a secret so that nobody knows it's on Delta. And frankly, if it's already on Delta, why is he still interested in Kawaki's karma seal if he already did the thing he was supposed to do? So I feel like he hasn't done it.
Yeah. But if he ever does, then I feel like that's just out of character, or he shouldn't do that. I understand he already hates himself. He's going to kill himself at the end of this, so I guess it doesn't matter what actions he takes. But I don't think that would justify it to himself. I don't think he would choose to put the karma seal on anyone, because that's why he hates Otsutsuki in the first place.
It doesn't even make sense. Like if Kawaki puts a karma on someone, it should be Kawaki's karma. He should be resurrecting in them. It would never resurrect Akabe. Like, unless the plan is actually that Kawaki's getting overwritten by his daughter, which is not what he said. But then if that's the case, like, again, he's not telling everyone this, so he's obviously lying. But, like, that makes sense for Kawaki to put a karma on someone and have it just revive someone else.
I mean, I would love to say that Amado, when he reconfigured the new karma, that he put Akabe's data in there. But it just doesn't seem like it is. Like, it seems like there just is Ishiki data in that karma.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's weird. Like, because he's just using Ishiki's power. It's not like he got less Ishiki because it was replaced by Amado's daughter.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say on this is,
unless you want to say that's why Kawaki's gotten weaker, his karma shifted. Like at the end of part 1, it was like pretty much all Ishiki, but now it's extracting Akebi.
That's
and
crazy.
Now he's losing the Ishikiness.
That's crazy. There's no shot.
Definitely.
I mean, his eye literally is stronger now, so no. But
yeah, I know.
Last thing I'll say on this is, I want to bring up a very important distinction. Actually, okay, I'll ask you, because I already haven't answered this before I give the distinction. So hypothetically, if Kawaki does only hate Otsutsuki, who can use karma, and he realizes he only wants to kill the Otsutsuki that can use karma. Hypothetically, if he comes across an Otsutsuki that refuses to use karma, they don't want to, and they convince Kawaki that they never will want to, would Kawaki kill this Otsutsuki that can use karma but chooses not to?
I mean, based off his current dialogue, I feel like he would.
I think the answer is definitively yes. This is the distinction, is I think if there is a possibility, he wants to eradicate it. And this is consistent. He wants to kill Boruto. He wants to kill any Otsutsuki with the karma seal. Boruto denied his idea of using the karma. He doesn't want to do that on anyone, ever. He still wants to kill Boruto. Because Boruto has the possibility of doing it. He has the ability to do it. As long as that possibility exists, the Otsutsuki exist as a whole. He wants to eliminate the Otsutsuki, which eliminates the possibility of it, which is why I was gung-ho on if Himawari has the possibility of turning into the Ten Tails. Not the guarantee, just the chance. I think Kawaki would definitively kill her.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like he would. Like,
yeah.
If he, at this point, if he wouldn't, that would just feel odd. I feel like fans would not like that after everything so far.
Especially coming back to Eren from Attack on Titan, but you can even apply this to Sasuke at the end of Shippuden. They want to make sure there's no possibility. It's guaranteed that their way will be maintained after they're gone. Because after they're gone, they lose any control. They can't change the circumstances. So if there's Otsutsuki still around, anything can happen once Kawaki's gone. He can't limit that or control it or regulate it. So the only way to guarantee it is to reduce the chance down to 0%. It's the same thing Sasuke was trying to do, same thing Eren was trying to do. Yeah. Not entrusting to future generations, if you want to call it that. Okay. And again,
not gonna lie, I'm starting to get very sleepy.
Okay, well that's what I was going with my and again. I was gonna say at any point if you want to end, just let me know.
Yeah.
Is this
I
that
should because
point?
I'm up 2 hours later than I was supposed to be.
Okay, this is that point then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that I'm actually getting sleepy, it's like okay, like
okay. Will camcam? Oh, actually, no, I got a better idea than camcam ending stream. Kamui, Alpha, and the Omega, beginning and the end. Do our outro in baby voice. For camcam's sake. Camcam's you can't not do it now. Camcam's gleeful. She's all giddy.
Please.
Exactly. It's too late. I already promised her.
outro.
Got that excitement.
It's so hard to do without the cat in front of you.
Just close your eyes and imagine Kitty.
So I might have to just go upstairs and like do that way. Yeah, hold on. You know what? Screw it.
Yay!
I'm just gonna go upstairs.
Oh, you're making
my cat.
Camcam extremely happy right now.
I'm gonna tell Allie, my cat, about the end of stream.
I'm gonna feel so bad if the cat's literally asleep.
The only way I can do it. I don't think there's any other way to do it.
All right, I'll accept this. Yeah, even better.
I accept it.
Okay. And after that, I gotta figure out when I'm waking up. Probably 1 o'clock. Man, it's already freaking daylight now.
Really? We live in the same time zone.
Alright,
it's not
kitty.
daylight at all here. Huh? Weird.
Well, it's starting to get light.
No,
Hi,
it's
kitty.
dark outside for me. That's
Stream's
really
ending,
weird.
Okay.
That must be curvature of the earth.
Do baby voice.
Yes, kitty. Allie, did you seriously drink all your water already? Allie, you freaking hooligan girl. Okay, so the stream is over. Okay, would you like to say meow to everyone, even though you don't know how to meow anymore? Ready, set, go. Such a good girl. Yes, you didn't do anything. That's the end of stream. Yes, kitty. Would you like? I don't think I should give you more water, honey, because you drank it all in like 3 seconds. And how much of your food have you eaten? None. Why you go eat some food?
Let me stand.
But you're a good girl. You might be dirty. You might be nasty, in fact. So you don't freaking know how to clean yourself anymore. But you're a sweetie. There's some more fruit though. Maybe you'll eat that and then like I'm gonna give you like a splash of water and try not to drink it in 3 seconds.
You're a thirsty girl, okay?